everyone, it's Aislinn here, and welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. So this is the planner I am using to keep track of my crafting stuff for 2025. This did technically start in August 2024, but I ripped all the 2024 pages out. I don't need them, and I didn't want them in there, so I just took them out. So yeah, this is kind of what I've done for myself. So I've done a daily tracker. So anytime I work on a project, so whether that be stitching on a quilt, doing a cross stitch, a model, a diamond painting, whatever, I am going to X off that day. And I've kind of decorated it up with printouts of all of my WIP Go projects, which carry over onto my actual WIP Go spread. So basically, this is the spread of all the projects I have chosen. If a number is called, I highlight what number it is, and once it's completed, I will check mark it off. So this month was Absinthe, which is this cat one here, and the other one was a Zelda project, which is that one there, and this is just done on some graph paper that I took out of another binder. And yeah, so that's how I'm keeping track of that. And then finally, really simple for this one, because I also am keeping a reading journal this year, which is complicated enough, so this one I wanted very, very simple. Basically, make notes for myself will most likely be my WIP Go projects. Might have other notes in there as the year goes on. And then my goals for January. So like this month, I want to catch up on a temperature blanket that's a crochet blanket from, I want to say 2023. And I'm so close to being finished. I just want to get it finished. And then, of course, finish my 2024 temperature quilt and work on my January randomized quilt blocks. For the first 3 days of January, I worked on the Insanity quilt. Little hex flowers and diamonds that I showed off in my 2025 goals. So I have that marked off. I haven't put anything in yet for today because I haven't done the daily wrap up. But there will be some model work that I did earlier today, and then I'm going to work on some WIP Go tonight. So yeah, that'll be what'll be in there when that's done. And then this planner is really actually very simple. It goes into then, you know, the individual days, you know, if you want to make more detailed notes or whatever. I don't know if I'll use that, to be honest. I may, especially on like a marathon weekend or something, if I want to take more detailed notes on projects that I'm working on and track like hours and stuff. Maybe I'll do that in there. And then it just kind of goes back into the month, and then I'll just rinse, repeat all the way through till the end of the year. So, you know, the pages are kind of all the same, and there's a bit of dot grid back here if I decide I need to, you know, do something. And then it did come with some stickers. I highly doubt I'll use those, but I left them in the pocket just in case. And yeah, so that is that's the journal setup, or day planner setup, however you want to call it. And here is where WIP Go is going to start. So this one was Absinthe, and that is where we are starting the year off in. My goals are 5 days per project, so you know, I hope to maybe get, you know, this section finished off, you know, in those 5 days. We'll see. Maybe a bit more if I'm lucky. I'm not setting any like hours per day or anything like that, just 5 days, however long I can get in on it. And then this is where Zelda is starting. And again, 5 days, as all my WIP Go are. And that's it for this video. So I will see you guys in the next one, which will likely be some WIP Go updates if I don't come out with something before then, because I'd like to work on WIP Go early in the month, I think. And that's it. Bye. All right, so here is the end of the January WIP Go. So we had Absinthe, and this is 5 days each project, and that is where it ended up. So a lot more progress than I thought I was going to get in. But yeah, so finally starting to come over here into the mirror and filling in more of this wood texture here is what I was working on mostly. And then of course I filled in some holes over here. So this is where Absinthe ended up. And that is now going to get all nicely tucked away in its project case. It's going to get put back up. And then for my Zelda project, let's see if I can actually get this out of here without making a huge mess. Yay, I can. Okay. This is where it ended up. So I don't know if it comes up on camera, but these are actually white flowers coming up in here, but I have mixed 2 strands of, I think it's B2500 with 1 strand of what is it called, Diamante, I think, DMC, to give the flowers a bit of a sparkle. If you've played Breath of the Wild, these flowers are the Silent Princess flowers, and they kind of have a glowy, sort of sparkly effect. So I'm changing the pattern up a bit so that the flowers will have some subtle sparkle, which, again, I'm not sure it's showing up on camera, but in real life there is a slight little shimmer there. So that is that one done. I'll fight to put that back later. So February's numbers were 7 and 8, and for me that will be these 2 projects, which is this one is Home in the Mountains by Golden Kite. I call it Rivendell because that's basically what it is, and I'm starting in the middle, and this is a big pattern, so excuse the excuse the excess here. Fabric, I probably should have unpacked this before I turned the camera on, but whatever. I don't know if I can open it up. There we go. There is where that one is starting, which is kind of light coming through some building windows. So yeah, that's where it's starting. And the next one was a Dimensions kit. It was this kit here, Victorian Charm, and this one is not as big, but it's also a center start, and that is where I am starting with it. So yeah, so those will be where February is starting, and I will be back in the next clip to this video, which will be February's ending. And that is it for this video, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!